Welcome to the second half of painting post-impressionist landscape with Keith Thirgood. Continue from where I left off yesterday. I don't know if on the video you can even see the color I'm putting down here. It's a mixture of the phthalo blue and naphthol red, creating quite a dark shade here. This was a shadowed area. It's where the rock below split and dropped from the rock above, with the rock below being lighter in value than the rocks above. A little bit of foliage. Now to put some foliage into the trees up here. To give these evergreens the cold look of an evergreen, I've used the phthalo blue to make the green. Some highlights. Now I've got it mostly blocked in. What I'm going to do now is make a decision on the sky. I don't want it to be the overcast sky. I want it to be a brighter sky. And so I'm going to use one. The thing about putting your things like sky and water and things in last, you can also use them to sculpt, carve out bits of what you've painted already to create better shapes. I'm going to start going a little darker now, so a little bit more yellow, tiniest bit more red, and so it'll darken up a bit here. Now where these things change value I'm making sure they're not changing value behind something. So I made sure I brought this lighter sky up through this branch and then made the transition between the lighter and the darker out in the open where you can see it. If you don't do that, it will create a very, very disconcerting look. Something that it just looks like some sort of magic happened behind the branch. And that is not a good look. Even when you're painting in a post-impressionist, semi-abstract style the way I do, there's certain things that just make the painting look better. And one of them is not having transitions happen behind things and trying not to make a shape like a sky shape follow the shape of a hill or something like that, trying to make it look a little more natural. And I'm going to go darker still as we've gotten up higher. You'll notice in this case my brush strokes for creating the sky are all short vertical strokes. It works especially well with creating this sort of abstraction. Not all subject matter lend themselves well to an abstracted look, but most do. Now I'm going to leave it at that. Wait for this to dry, which, because it's acrylic, only takes 10-15 minutes. And then I'm going to remove the chalk lines. Just making my areas of the lighter a bit more solid. One of the things, I've mentioned it before in other videos, acrylics dry darker than they look when they go down. The reason for that is that they are suspended in water and a liquid polymer. As they dry and the water evaporates, the polymer collapses and therefore carries all the little pigment molecules closer and closer together. And as they get closer, they reflect light in a different fashion and they start to look darker. And there's no guaranteeing what percentage any one color is going to dry at. So you just have to get used to them and be able to guess. Doesn't sound very professional, but that's what it is. You're going to have to learn to guess. Okay, now I'm going to wash the chalk off. Just some plain water. Here. And that's what it looks like without the chalk. So that's my approach to painting a landscape in a post-impressionist style. As it's drying down, you can start seeing it darkening up. I might go back in later and reintroduce some of the highlights, because they are darkening, like I said they would. They're still darkening a bit. I'm just going to look at mixing up a little bit of the magenta. I need some white. Again, it looks like I'm putting it on rather strong, but that will die down as the painting dries. I don't know if you noticed, but I did the entire painting with this one brush, and I think I only cleaned it once in the entire time. The thing about this color palette is that they don't go muddy. The colors remain clean and vibrant no matter what. You can mix 4 colors together and still have it come out clean. Maybe in a day or two I'll do little touch-ups to it here and there, but other than that, it's pretty well finished. So that's the end of this session. I hope you enjoyed it. Leave your comments below, and if you have anything in particular you'd like me to do, certainly suggest it, and I will keep on doing these. I'm going to do some in the future that will concentrate on color mixing, brushwork, and just different types of scenery. Thanks for watching. Bye.